These items should be illegal, but have somehow managed to remain publicly available through loopholes in the law or simple oversight. Every item in this video is crazy, and trust me, you'll want to see why. Welcome everyone to my list of items that should be illegal, but are sold on Amazon or other easily accessible websites. Today we're going to look at some amazingly dangerous products, from hacking tools to, well, literal hacking tools. So I'll be going over each product and giving it a danger rating out of 10. So let's get started. Alright, so the first product is an item that you can use if you want to drive really fast and never get caught. Or perhaps you're trying to evade the cops, maybe even the ops. The point is, this item helps you and your car get away from almost any scenario available, with the one thing that you can change and hide on a moment's notice: your license plate. Yes sir, this is an item that'll allow you to hide your license plate. It's literally called a license plate hider. I mean, it can't get more obvious than this. Basically, it switches away your license plate for either another one or just entirely. Truthfully, it's extremely illegal. You will go to jail for using this if you get caught. Now, you may not get caught right away, but essentially, look, the police is gonna know if they're chasing a car. Look, your car is pretty obvious, alright? If you're a bank robber and you're not driving like a Honda Civic or something like that, you will get caught. I mean, you could drive a Toyota as well. Those are pretty common. Look, if you're gonna be running away from the cops or the ops, drive something common, like a black car, a white car. I don't know. At the end of the day, this is a 5 out of 10 on the danger scale. You will probably be arrested if you're caught using this, and you won't be able to drive ever again. Like, truly, they'll probably take away your license for at least, 6 months to a year, whatever. So don't do this. But if you're gonna do it smartly and just have a common car. Oh, watch the first scene from Drive. That's a really good way to indicate what cars to use. Why am I giving illegal advice? Anyway, next. Now, we've already talked about cars, getting away from cops, but what if you wanted to be a cop? It takes about, I think, a few years of training to become an actual cop. So maybe you don't want to actually go through all that, and maybe you do want to play cops and robbers and actually help out the police. Well, much like Dwight, there is a good tool that you can use to do that. This is going to be used with your car, so you do need a car for this item, but essentially it's a strobe light that helps you imitate police cars. It is called the fake police light. Yeah, not really creative naming, but basically you put it onto your car and you can turn it on and it'll look like police lights. Very illegal. Let me get that clear. Very illegal. Do not do this. Imitating an officer will put you in jail for years. I don't know why I even have to say these things, but essentially it is available on Amazon. You can buy it right now. It's also very available anywhere. You could just buy a red and a blue strobe light or whatever and just use this item in general. Number one, it's stupid. Do not use it. Maybe you're like, hey, you know what, man? I'm gonna play an undercover police officer or like a detective and I'm gonna have this light. You're not Dwight. Dwight is in a TV show. Number two, you're also not a police officer or Batman. Don't do this. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 on the danger scale. It can cause a lot of confusion in traffic, which can cause accidents. It can also slow down traffic for real responders who may get backed up by all the traffic. And also, it could stop ambulances and fire trucks. Essentially, it's a very bad tool to have. It should be very illegal. It should not be sold. I don't know how Amazon is getting away with this or whatever website. Don't do it. 7 out of 10. Very dangerous. Very illegal. You're a moron. Do you want to look like a cool hacker from the future? Is the Apple Watch not nerdy enough for you? Do you want to see the collapse of society into pure anarchy, all from the comfort of your wrist? Well, there's a device out there that you can put on, like a watch, that functions much like the Flipper Zero, but makes you look much more like a dork. Yes, sir, if you want to live like Cyberpunk or Watch Dogs or whatever futuristic thing you like, this is the item for you. But first, please subscribe if you're enjoying this video. Thank you. This is the D-Stike Smartwatch, and it's only $50, which is insane. This device is capable of creating fake networks and hacking cameras, getting cars started, a lot of things it can do. Essentially, it's one of the more dangerous items on the list. It's cool, it's on your wrist like a watch. It is a smartwatch. It's much like the Flipper Zero. It has a lot of the similar capabilities. I don't think it's as powerful. However, it's very cheap, very accessible, and I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 on the danger scale. Mostly because in the hands of hackers, a tool like this is super valuable. Now, this device is very dangerous and honestly high up on the danger level because you can walk around wherever you want. It's very inconspicuous. People will think, oh, you're just using a smartwatch, when in reality, you're using a very powerful hacking tool. Look, at the end of the day, these things on this list, if you use them incorrectly, it's very illegal. You will go to jail. If you use them for fun, nobody really minds. That's why they're still legal and available for anyone to purchase. It's kind of like an honor system. Don't be evil. Don't be bad. Please. Just be a decent decent human, and this isn't the worst thing on the planet. But if you want to be evil, go ahead. There's a lot of tutorials online. I probably shouldn't say that, so do not do this. This is illegal and bad. Never try hacking anything. Thank you. But it is very cheap. Alright, this product is definitely not illegal. It's almost everywhere on this planet at this point. Try to guess what it is, comment below. But the wrongful application of this product is definitely illegal. So if you're going to use it for wrong purposes, you will be caught. This product will keep you protected and help you keep your eyes on other people, maybe people who are dangerous. That's right, this is the mini surveillance camera. Now, these, I don't know why a lot of these are available online. You can buy some from Amazon. I don't know the exact amount. I'll have videos and pictures up. But the point is, these mini surveillance cameras have been used in Airbnbs and used in hotel rooms to spy on people illegally very often. And now there's actually tools coming out to detect these things. So it's a little less dangerous, but it is very creepy and you should never use it. You will go to jail for using it in a private setting. So don't do that, probably. Second of all, try to be a good human being in life. You know, what can I ask more from you? At the end of the day, this is a 9 out of 10 on the danger scale because mostly creeps use this. I have never seen the need for a micro camera in almost any legitimate scenario by civilians. Look, you're not going to need this for security. As a matter of fact, they sell fake cameras as a deterrence to thieves. Like, you literally don't need real cameras. People will be afraid by the sight of a camera to come and steal from you. So lock pickers, be aware. I have 50 cameras, each the size of a small minivan. So do not even come near me. At the end of the day, this is dangerous because creeps use it. Get out. Alright, this one I'm probably going to get some heat for, so I'm ready for it. Do you enjoy cutting? What about slicing? Do you like to have precision when you're cutting? Do you like to have precision when you're slicing? What about stabbing, you evil little gremlin? That's right, you can cut and slice all you want with this product. Can you guess what it is? Unless you're a moron, you know it's a knife. And yes, it's not illegal. But yes, it's heavily available anywhere, literally in the dollar store. Like, I don't even know why I'm putting this on this list. It is the most available item in public that also happens to be one of the most dangerous items on the planet. I mean, look, obviously, if you're just somebody who wants to use it in your kitchen, that's fine. But do you understand how many exits occur every year because of this item? Again, I have to censor myself because of YouTube. Hail mighty Caesar. But the point is, look, a knife is a very dangerous product in the hands of many. In the hands of children, in the hands of elderly, in the hands of morons, actually. So if you're gonna buy a knife, please have good intentions. I'm giving this item a 10 out of 10 on the danger scale and a 2 out of 10 in most scenarios. Look, it's a dangerous product. If your wife is using it and you've upset her, maybe walk away, right? Maybe walk away. Also, if you happen to be a great chef, hey, keep using it. I love eating food. I happen to love well-cut steaks and all that. Also, I apologize if my voice gets kind of weird throughout this video. I ate some almonds and they really messed up my neck. The skins, just peeled them off. They actually do. They're more scarier than knives at times. I actually almost choked. Anyway, listen. Knives, 10 out of 10 and 2 out of 10. Let's go to the next thing. Alright, look. Life is hard enough when you have to pay for Wi-Fi, you have to pay for transportation, you have to pay for everything. Have you ever wanted free Wi-Fi? Have you ever wanted a free car? Maybe you wanted free money every day from ATM machines. Well, this entry on the list is the ultimate hacking tool. Yes, sir, it can hack RFID, NFC, which is credit cards, open car doors, hack Wi-Fi networks, whatever you want. There's going to be a couple of them on this list, but this is a very exciting one that most people have probably heard of, but it's quite amazing what it can do. This is the Flipper Zero. Now, this product came out a while ago, but basically it's not illegal, and it is probably one of the most powerful tools out there for hacking. Look what it can do to gas stations. I mean, this is harmless, but it can open numpad locks, it can open car doors. I mean, you're going to see throughout this video that locks just basically, whether it's a physical lock or a digital lock, it doesn't really work. Whether it's car doors, whether it's apartment key code scanners, and you can even hack the Walmart PA system. Yeah, that's how crazy it gets. Look, it's a cool device, you can spoof Wi-Fi networks, you can do a lot of things with it, but please don't be a bad person with it. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. I'm going to give this thing an 8 out of 10 on the danger scale, just because, look, it's very dangerous for people who are trying to steal cars or do stuff like that. You're probably going to get caught. But for people who are just trying to have fun, who are trying to hack into their own computer or like a camera that they have, they want to learn some skills, it's not bad, you know. And also, it can be created using an Arduino board or Raspberry Pi. It can be created at home, essentially, with many different things. This tool just puts them all together and lets you use it. So it is a dangerous tool, but people who are using it for fun aren't going to harm anyone. 8 out of 10. Well, this tool is basically a sci-fi nightmare that we've all used at some point in our lives. And you can burn things with it, and you can blind people with it. You can use it to illuminate areas, not properly, but to a decent amount. Hey, cats love it. These are high-powered beams of light, and it's kind of magical how it works. But anyway, I'm not going to tell you how it works. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's high-powered lasers for burning and or blinding, illuminating, whatever you want to call it. Look, it's a fun toy to use with your pet cat, but other than that, these things can be dangerous. I mean, look at, I'm just going to be putting some videos in the back of them burning things, paper, balloons, whatever. You could probably burn somebody's hand with this. At the end of the day, this is not a good tool to have for most people, especially, you know what? I know there's grandmas or parents who buy this for their kids thinking, hey, it's going to be a fun little toy, and they end up blinding little Timmy on the side of the street, or they end up burning the cat. It's kind of a crazy thing to have. You should definitely not buy it for children. You should definitely keep these far away from any morons in general. It's an 8 out of 10 if used incorrectly. If it's used correctly for like cats and stuff, it's okay. I don't know why this is even a civilian product at the end of the day. I mean, lasers are truly a sci-fi nightmare. Look, I've used them, not illegally, always legally, but they aren't always safe. So, keep a good use of them. Don't use them incorrectly. It is very illegal to use these near airports. Do not do that. Do not do anything bad, please. Do you want to clean your PC? Or maybe dust off old electronics? Because dust can ruin the performance of your PC, your gaming consoles, whatever you're using that you need performance out of. Dust can really harm it. So to clean it off very well, you need something that uses highly pressurized air to blow all the dust away. But unfortunately, it does use chemical preservatives. Maybe you want to get insanely high. Maybe you're trying to put it into your lungs and give yourself a blast. Literally. Because this thing is the air duster. Yes, it shouldn't be illegal. But you know what's funny? Many stores now require ID to purchase them because people are crazy. People truly are insane. I mean, look, this is an air dusting tool. It uses pressurized air to clean dust. You know what it also uses? Chemicals for preservatives. These companies know this. These companies have tried to address this. People still use it. People have died using it. This is a very dangerous product used incorrectly. So at the end of the day, it will give you an insane high that is very bad. It's very illegal to do this. Do not do this. It's essentially choking you. So you're getting a weird high because you have no air in your lungs. It's a very bad thing to do. Don't do it. Second of all, it kills brain cells. It has destroyed people's minds, destroyed people's lives. It's a very good tool, but it's a very illegal tool at the same time. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 to a 0 out of 10. Because if you're using it for your PC or whatever electronics you need to use it for, I cleaned out my PS4 using this. It was great. The performance was silent and powerful. It can be a great tool, but it can also destroy your life. So air dusters probably should require ID. They do require ID at Walmart, so they got the right thing going. But anyway, be careful out there. So, do you like Sherlock Holmes? Do you like to be mysterious at night? Do you want to get into places you're not supposed to be? Maybe you're a cat burglar. Maybe you like an object that your neighbor has. Maybe you get into the back door. Maybe you almost get arrested. Maybe you go hide at your mom's place. Maybe your mom turns you in for the reward. Maybe this was all a ruse so that your mom could get rich. At the end of the day, a lock-picking tool is a thief's best friend. And this is why locks are essentially obsolete in the modern era. I mean, I don't even know why we use them. I mean, obviously it's a good deterrent, but if somebody's trying to get into your house or whatever it is, they can just use a lockpick, and that's what we're talking about today. The Snapgun Lockpicking Tool LAT-17. Look, I'm probably butchering the product. I'll put up images and videos of it. It's a very reliable lockpicking tool. Look, essentially in the modern day, you're going to need a brick wall or a very angry dog to stop burglars. So a lockpicking tool is a very good item for thieves. This could be illegal. It probably isn't because there's legitimate uses of it. Like people who need to get into old houses, like people who need to get into old safes or something like that. Maybe you forgot the combination. I just realized this. Modern safes don't actually use keys at all. They use a number pad. That just proves locks are completely useless. I'm giving this product an 8 out of 10. I was going to give it a 7 out of 10, but it truly is dangerous. I mean, you're sitting there waiting for somebody to break in. I don't understand. Look, at the end of the day, it's a lockpicking tool. We've had them for a long time, but this is a Snapgun Lockpick LAT-17. Whatever that means. Look, at the end of the day, it's a really good product. 8 out of 10 danger, but it can also be very useful for getting into old safes, something like that, whatever. Use your imagination. Are you a fat, lonely nerd who needs to make up for years of rejection by pretending to be an anime samurai? Well, then I got the perfect item for you. And it's not just one item, but many items that range from blades to throwing weapons. This is a product that'll give you the feeling of being a Chad without actually being one, allowing your neck beard to feel more powerful than ever. Or you could be smart and use it as decorative material on your walls. This is Maul ninja gear. I literally looked it up right before recording this, and there is tons of it on Amazon. I mean, look at this. These are some crazy serrated swords. These are some crazy looking futuristic swords. Or maybe you want a samurai sword. Maybe you're a medieval guy. Maybe you're from Rome. Either way, you can cosplay whatever you want, but these are actual dangerous items. I mean, as decorative pieces, I'm sure it could look kind of cool. You know, a samurai sword hanging on the wall, something like that. But for people who are actually crazy, they'll carry these in public, waiting for the day where they can enact justice. At least it's usually not villainous people. They're trying to be, a good person. But look, Maul ninja gear, it's not going to help you find a woman. You're going to need to be better at talking and communicating. So, Kevin, please try to reconsider. And secondly, carrying these around in most places will get you arrested. So probably don't do that. Oh, unless you're in Texas, because apparently anything goes there. Look, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 if carried, or a 0 out of 10 if used decoratively. I have a decorative dagger up. Yeah, I'm a nerd too. But the point is, this isn't RuneScape. This isn't World of Warcraft. This is real life. These are dangerous items. Maybe don't have them in public. And maybe if you're going to invite a woman over, put them away, please, for your own sake. This is a free tip by me to you. Put them away. Thank you. Do you want to find out bank card numbers? Maybe you want to scan the information on a wireless key fob. Well, from a distance of even 3 feet away, you can gain remote key numbers, bank numbers, and much more using this RFID NFC scanner. Yes, sir, the scanner can find many things. And the point is, this thing is used for many nefarious purposes. I mean, it's available on the market, but people who are using these usually mod them and make them much worse. For example, you can use this to get a lot of bank card numbers and valuable information like that. Just look at these people putting it on convenience store terminals. This uses a very similar technique to those. It'll just take your number and send it over to a computer. It's a very dangerous tool. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, mostly because criminals usually use this for evil, bad things, and they will go to jail. The point is, you get caught. There's video everywhere. It's not the best thing. It has been used to hurt people. Be smart. Don't use evil things. Be a good human. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I love you.